when I was, I don't know, about 11 or 12 years old, I had somewhat of an existential crisis because there just didn't seem to be any meaning in the world, no meaning to life. And so I actually tried to read all the religious texts.
At that age?
Yes.
Okay.
So I was a voracious reader as a kid. So I, obviously read the Bible. I read the Quran, the Torah. The various a bit on the Hindu side. Just trying to understand all these things. And obviously, as a 12-year-old, you're not really going to understand these things super well. But I've just
you understood it well enough to have an existential crisis when you were 11 or 12.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure
that's
out,
a start.
Does anyone have an answer that makes sense? And then I started getting into the philosophy books, and I read quite a bit of Schopenhauer and Nietzsche, and which is quite depressing to read as a kid.
Yeah, you might say that.
That's depressing as an adult, but none of them really seem to have, to me, answers that resonated, at least to me. But then I read Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which is really a book on philosophy disguised as humor. Mm-hmm. And the point that Adams tries to make there is that we don't actually know all the answers, obviously.
Yeah.
In fact, we don't even know what the right questions are to ask. That's where he has, this if you've read the book, Earth is actually a giant computer to understand the answer to the question, what is the meaning of life?
Yeah.
And comes up with the answer 42.
Yeah.
And people are like, what does that mean? It says, you didn't understand the thing that's going to take a computer far more powerful than Earth is to understand what question to ask.
Yeah, right.
That's simply the wrong question.
So was that the key realization, that the question was the thing?
That was a fundamental turning point, yeah.
It seems to me that you were intimating that your discovery through Adams that the question was the thing was key to the resolution of your existential crisis.
That's correct.
Okay, so that's part of the reason that you're motivated to say build Grok 3 and look deeper.
To understand.
Yeah.
To understand the universe.
Okay, so how old were you when you figured out that the question...
13 or something.
What did that do to you? What did that do to you?
Well, I was a lot happier after that. Because now it's like, okay, well, I'm just going to accept that we are ignorant of a great many things.
Yeah.
And we wish to be less ignorant. And anything we can do that will improve our understanding of the universe and make us less ignorant and have a deeper understanding of the universe and even what questions to ask about the answer that is the universe, which is, I think, Adams' central point, is good.
And that was good enough to resolve that crisis.
It was for me at least.
Yeah.
And so, is this a religion? I don't know, maybe it is. But I think it's a good one. I'd call it the religion of curiosity.